pudding. My spider sense is tingling on pudding. I'm not saying she's false. I'm not saying she's a traitor. I'm saying my spider sense is tingling on pudding. That aside, this is my review of One Piece 845, The Enraged Army. Tingling. Okay, 845 was a masterpiece that followed a masterpiece. A fantastic, fantastic chapter. Oda is on fire. He's on break next week, but given the last two chapters, I'd give him that break. If he's going to be serving up masterpieces like this, then he deserves a break. The art was fantastic all the way through, and I especially like at the beginning that when he portrays Luffy, he doesn't clean up the damage. He still looks wrecked. He looks wrecked from the beating that he took from Sanji. So you get the impression that this man is at his limit. He's definitely at his limit, and that adds to the suspense. Also regarding the art, the March of the Enraged Army is straight out of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, The March of the Orcs. I mean, it is epic. I can't wait till they animate this. It is just epic artwork. Just Bobbin and all of the crew marching, especially you see that shot of them, the hills just covered with enemies and Luffy in the foreground. Epic. This is epic stuff. This is, like I say, Lord of the Ring, Two Towers, The March of the Orcs. That's what Oda got working here. Okay, that aside, also, I said my spider sense is tingling on pudding. I can't put my finger on it. There's something not quite right, but I have to say having read it maybe 2 or 3 times. Her speech at the end, it seems genuine. When is that third eye going to come out? What's really going on around here? She seems genuine, but something's going on with Pudding. I don't get it. I'm going to give her a break for now, but I reserve the right to say that she's false. I don't know. Something wrong with that girl. Anyway, her aside, I also liked Nami. I give her props on 2 counts. First, she tried to talk Luffy down. That wasn't going to happen, but she tried to talk him down. But in the end, we see at the end when the battle against this massive force of enemies is underway, Nami is right in there. She's right there beside him, climate tacked in hand. She's throwing down with her boy. That's ride or die right there. So I got to give Nami props. Another thing I'm wondering, since Zeus and Prometheus are homies, it appears, will her Vivid card work on them? That's a question. If so, I mean, Luffy's going to need help. He's going to need help one way or the other because Big Mom sent some pretty powerful forces. I mean, I didn't see any other commanders, but it looked like, as described by, I think it was Niji that was describing the forces, that, these were high bounties, heavy hitters. And just in sheer mass, I mean, this is a lot of people that have to be defeated. I'm thinking either Jinbei has to run through with the Fishman army, Brook and Pedro and maybe Peckham's, or somebody has to run through. But Luffy's going to need some help on this one because he's on his last leg, which brings me to my big impression here. He's on his last leg and he's fighting. He's completely outnumbered. Luffy is truly a D. We've seen this through One Piece. The trait of a D is that they are recklessly, just fanatically loyal to their people. And I'll explain. When we look at, go back to Ace. back when they were in, what was it, Gray Terminal or whatever. The Blue Jam Pirates or Blue Jam himself was coming after Luffy and the Dan, and they were just literally fighting in a burning house. Okay, they had to flee, they had to get out of there. What does Ace do? Ace tells him, take off. I got this. You know why? Because he couldn't turn his back on the enemy when his people were in danger. That's his trait. That's that D. You know, the D in him. All right, you look at Whitebeard. When the battle at Marineford was pretty much done, he tells everybody, take off. I'll deal with the Marines. Y'all leave. Why? Because he's a D. That's what Ds do. And then I went back and I thought about that when they was back at Gray Terminal. When Garp is telling the Dan about Rogers. Speaking about Rogers, he said if he was faced with an enemy that he could not defeat, that was even beyond his own power, to save his crew, he would face the enemy. It said he wouldn't run, he wouldn't turn his back. If he ran, he knew that it would put his crew in danger. And then he said, this is the point that I get, it says, actually, he wouldn't run away isn't quite right. He changed into a sort of demon in those situations. He once destroyed an entire army. He once destroyed the entire military of a country because they talked bad about his crew. That's essentially the situation that Luffy's in right now. He's fighting the military of a country, a whole cake island, for the sake of one of his crew members. And that panel where he's going in, not the one where he's throwing the Gatlings, but there was one before that, the one where he has this crazed look in his face, and Nami's the next panel, Nami's like by his side, or you just get a shot of Nami, and he just has this look, this just crazed rage on his face. Like, I'm going in, or you even see some of the little, enemy that's already been wrecked in the background, or they flying up in the air or whatever. This man is on a Gold Rogers rampage right there on the spot. And then, like I say, you see him in there going in with the Gatling. He hasn't got, I don't think, to some of those ministers or whatever yet, but some of the side guys have already been taken out. He's got Hockey up, throwing the Gatling. He's in gear 2. He's wrecking shop. He's wrecking shop. Why? To save his boy. Because he made a promise to his man that he was going to stay in that spot, and he's living up to it. Now, again, he's going to need help because he's not getting out of this without help. Or maybe he goes demon mode, Rogers demon mode, and just bangs all of them out. I doubt it. I don't think he's that strong, and he's not in good enough health to do that. Maybe if he was in tip-top shape, I don't know. Maybe he could wreck an army. I don't know. I don't think so, but whatever. Another impression I got is weird because Big Mom goes into this rage, and they say when she goes into this rage, it's unstoppable, and you see the skies darkened, and the clouds are in the sky and all that, and the place looks like it's some apocalyptic situation going off. But it seems like that's independent of her mood at the tea party, because at the tea party she looks happy and pleasant. So that's kind of weird, whatever. That's just a side impression. But aside from that, this is setting up for an epic showdown. I mean, what's going to happen next week or week after next? Where does Oda go from here? Who knows? But this is a fantastic ride. This was a beautiful chapter. It mixed the emotion of Sanji's situation as he's talking to, what's her name? She's talking to Pudding. And he juxtaposed it with Luffy's fury as he lashes out against Big Mom's crew, and just the enormity of that battle. This is huge. Oda's taking it out a different door. This is beautiful. This is a masterful chapter, and it's got to have even greater setup. after this. So this is a great chapter. Since we're going to be on break next week, I got a few theories that I'm going to run out there. I got a few theories I'll run out there for next week. Maybe 2 videos, I guess. We'll see. But great chapter. I mean, it's aces. I mean, A plus, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. This is a great chapter, and I look forward to the next one. Until then, stay loose. Go Team Luffy. Bang 'em out.